of this YouTube channel. Here we deal with literature review, procedures in reviewing the literature, steps involved in conducting a literature review and steps involved in conducting a literature review. What is a literature review? Literature review. It is a description of the literature relevant to a particular field or topic. It is not a compilation of every work written about a topic. It is not simply a list of sources reviewed separately for their own merit. It is one of the essential preliminary tasks of a researcher. It gives an overview of what has been said, who the key writers are, what are the existing theories and hypotheses, what questions are being asked, and what methodologies are appropriate and useful. A literature review has three functions. It helps you to 1. Bring clarity and focus to your research problem. 2. Improving the methodology. 3. Broadening the researcher knowledge in the research area. Procedures in reviewing the literature. Reviewing a literature is a continuous process. Often it begins before a specific research problem has been formulated and continues until the report is finished. There are 4 steps involved in conducting a literature review. Search for existing literature in your area of study, assessment the literature selected, develop a theoretical framework, and develop a conceptual framework. Types of literature review. Number 1, evaluative review, focuses on providing a discussion of the literature in terms of its coverage and contribution to knowledge in a particular area. It is often used to directly compare research findings from different researches. Number 2, exploratory review, is seeking to find out what actually exists in the academic literature in terms of theory, empirical evidence, and research methods as they pertain to a specific research topic and its related wider subject area. Number 3, instrumental review. This is where the literature is used entirely as a source of information on how to conduct some research on a highly specific research problem. It is not designed to identify the state of current knowledge in an area but to identify the best way to carry out a research project without incurring unnecessary and avoidable costs. Referencing, quotations and citation. Plagiarism and self-plagiarism. Plagiarism is the use of another person's ideas or words without giving them the proper credit. Can occur when you use someone else's exact words without giving them credit, taking credit for someone else's ideas, or even presenting your own past work as a new idea. Academic institutions take both intentional and unintentional plagiarism seriously, and it can be grounds for dismissal. The best method of avoiding plagiarism is to cite the ideas, theories, and research that directly influenced your work, cite key background information. Paraphrasing is used when you take someone else's direct quote and state their idea in your own words. Changing a few words here and there is still considered plagiarism even if you do cite the author. Means that you expressed the author's information or ideas in your own words and have given that person credit for that information or idea. You can prevent plagiarism by closing the document and restating the idea in your own words. Citations for paraphrased information. It might be at the beginning of sentence, middle of sentence and end of sentence. In-text citations is used in the body of your publication. Identify the source of information. Allow the reader to identify the source and locate the information being addressed. Hypothesis formulation. The word hypothesis is composed of 2 words, hypo and thesis. Hypo means under or below, and thesis means a reasoned theory or rational viewpoint. Hypothesis is a set of suggested tentative solution of a research problem. Hypothesis is a tentative statement about something, the validity of which is usually unknown. What are the importance of hypothesis? 1. It places clear and specific goals before the researcher. 2. It sensitizes the individual facts and conditions that might otherwise be overlooked. 3. It provides direction to research. 4. It serves as a framework for drawing conclusions. 5. It prevents blind research. Characteristics of good hypotheses. A hypothesis should be simple, specific, and conceptual clear. B. A hypothesis should be capable of verification. C. A hypothesis should be related to the body of knowledge. D. A hypothesis should be operationalized. What are the sources of hypothesis? Hypothesis can be derived from many sources such as theory, observation, past experience, case studies, and similarity. Theory on the subject can act as a source of hypothesis. We start off from a general premise and then formulate hypothesis. Example: providing employment opportunity is an indicator of social responsibility of a government enterprise. It can be deduced that 1. Public enterprise has greater social concern than other enterprises. 2. People's perception of government enterprise is social concern. 3. Government enterprise helps in improving the life of less privileged people. Observation, example: a shopper in a supermarket may be disguised to watch the customer in the stores. Past experience, example: a dealer may state that fastest moving kids apparel is frock. Similarity, example: dress, food habits, or any other activities found in human living in different parts of the globe. Types of hypothesis: statistical or null hypothesis, research or alternate hypothesis, directional, and non-directional. Example: suppose you want to study the smoking pattern in a community in relation to gender differentials. The following hypothesis could be constructed. Example 1. There is no difference in the proportion of male and female smokers in the study population. Example 2. A greater proportion of females than males are smokers in the study population. Example 3. A total of 60% of females and 30% of males in the study population are smokers. Example 4. There are twice as many female smokers as male smokers in the study population. According to the above example, it has described briefly below. 1. No difference between two situations. This is called a null hypothesis and usually written as HO. 2. There will be a difference, but does not specify the magnitude, is called a hypothesis of difference. 3. Proportion of male and female is stated, hypothesis of point prevalence. 4. A hypothesis in which a researcher stipulates that the extent of the relationship or prevalence of phenomena in different population groups, twice as many female as male smokers, called hypothesis of association. Analysis of collected data does not result in a hypothesis being proven or not proven, only supported or not supported. Incorrect conclusions about the validity of a hypothesis may be drawn if A. The study design selected is faulty. B. The sampling procedure adopted is faulty. C. The method of data collection is inaccurate. D. The analysis is wrong. E. The statistical procedures applied are inappropriate. F. The conclusion drawn is incorrect. Thank you for watching my video. Please click like, share, subscribe to the channel.